article to video marketing. Is it right for you? One of the most common ways people produce marketing videos involves turning text articles into videos. This is a software-driven solution. Basically, they would take an article that they wrote, maybe it's a blog post, perhaps it's a resource article, it really doesn't matter. They would feed it into the software, and the software would basically create a slideshow based on the keywords of the text. Of course, there is an editorial manual override. You look at the pictures that got associated, and you can switch things around. Still, it is a video slideshow. So, you get a text scrolling at the bottom and then some images, and basically, the software just pairs graphics with your text. Pretty straightforward. Advantages. The most obvious advantage to this way of creating marketing videos is that it's very quick. You only need to have an existing article. You can outsource it. You can have it spun by using software. Whatever the case may be, you just have text, and you just plug it into the software. Also, you can automate this pretty easily using an add-on software animation tool that schedules desktop software. Whatever the case may be, you can crank out an insane amount of marketing videos using this technique. Disadvantages. I wish I could tell you that the solution is brand new. Unfortunately, it's been around for a few years and a lot of people use it. In fact, use would be too charitable a word. The more appropriate word would be abuse, because people crank out an ungodly amount of videos and then they just mass upload all that stuff to YouTube. As you can well imagine, a lot of that stuff is very forgettable because when you're operating on a grand scale, you probably are not going to meticulously check each video to make sure that it has the right impact. You probably are not going to be very careful regarding the matching of the right text with the right pictures. You probably couldn't care less about that stuff. Instead, you just want to create as many videos as possible, spam as many different keywords on YouTube as possible, and call it a day. This stuff is very easy to forget and lacks a personal touch. As I have mentioned previously, one of the main reasons why video marketing is so powerful is because of the opportunity for a personal connection that it makes possible. Well, you're not doing any of that. You're basically just sharing slideshows, which is paired with some sort of subtitle. Suggestion. How do you improve this type of video marketing? How do you build on this? Well, first of all, you need to focus on quality over quantity. I know it's very tempting to just scrape or put together or gather or outsource a tremendous amount of content. Believe me, I can see the temptation. However, you need to overcome that and focus instead on the very best script you can find. This script must be video-centered. A lot of people automatically think that if they see a very informative article online, then this automatically means that when those words are scrolling, people will respond favorably. Now, a script actually involves fewer words. They're spaced apart. They're in plain English. There are just so many variables involved. It's not even the same ballpark. So, you have to get high-quality conversational scripts that are packed with value. This takes time, and this can take some money. Regardless of what you do, step up the quality of your script. Next, you have to personalize the video. So, while the vast majority of the video involves graphics with subtitles from the article that the video is based on, you should also include portions where there's a voiceover or there's a snippet or segment or clip of actual moving video. Finally, even if you really try to pretty up this type of video content, I would suggest that you use it only as supplemental content. This should not be your meat and potatoes. By supplemental, I'm talking about it paving the way for eventual conversion. It opens people's minds, but it is not the centerpiece of your video marketing campaign. You should use it. VideoScribe and other whiteboard video creation tools. The inside scoop. If you've ever spent some time on YouTube looking for tutorials, you've probably come across quite a number of whiteboard videos. This usually involves some sort of hand manually drawing pictures. They are usually black and white. These are very popular because although it is computer generated, the fact that there's a hand drawing gives it some sort of manual look. There's still that human component that people are drawn to. Regardless, animated video using whiteboard tools are very popular precisely because they're effective. While you can create these without a voiceover, the more powerful ones have a voice track. These are usually used for explainer videos or for product reviews. Advantages. The big advantage of using VideoScribe and other whiteboard video creation tools is that they make whiteboard videos much faster. You can do a hand animation using your actual hand, but that's going to take forever. These are just basically pulled from stock art, and the software does it itself. It creates the illusion that it's drawing these pictures, but the pictures are actually preloaded. Another great advantage to these videos is that they can easily be enhanced by voiceovers and music. You can easily tell when editing these videos where you're going to insert those audio elements. In fact, these videos can feature such a nice mix of graphics and audio that they can be offered as meat and potatoes marketing videos. Simply put, you can use these to convert the viewer. Of course, a lot of times it turns on the quality of your script, but the quality as well as the setup is good enough to convert the viewer. In addition to voiceovers and music, you can also enhance it with video clips and other elements. It is no surprise that VideoScribe automated video creation tools make great explainer videos or short animated ads. Disadvantages. The big disadvantage with VideoScribe is that it ships with a library of cartoon images. Sadly, most of the people who buy this software don't bother to customize the cartoon library. Accordingly, a lot of people create videos using the same library, and they basically look very similar to each other. It can get quite ridiculous. I remember watching a video explaining the history of France, and the images in the whiteboard video were the exact same images that I saw from an earlier video on SEO. This kills branding. It makes the video look generic or, let's say it, downright cheap. Which begs the question, if you're going to use VideoScribe, you're going to have to customize it heavily. In other words, you're going to have to invest in custom cartoons. Also, whiteboard animation videos don't really leave much to the imagination. You can't coast on the quality of the pictures. It basically lives or dies based on the quality of your scripts. This is a big deal because you can get lazy. If your script is somehow deficient, believe me, it's going to show, and your video is not going to have the impact that you'd like it to have. The best type of VideoScribe videos have a lot of manual input. That's how you're going to maximize quality. However, you can still automate using VideoScribe. In other words, you just basically plug in the audio, plug in the library, and just let VideoScribe work its thing. However, here's the problem. The more automated or generic looking your video, the less likely you should use it. Try not to fully automate. You still have to step in to make sure that the quality is decent. Slideshow creation tools. Are they right for you? Another type of marketing video involves software that takes your audio, pictures, and video clips and turns them into a slideshow and exports them into popular formats like MP4. They do this in a very automated way. Basically, you just load the audio track first and then the pictures, and then you move things around. After a few minutes, and you're happy with the result, you export to MP4. Advantages. This type of software can be batch processed. You can repeat it many times over. You can keep using the same audio, but play around with the different pictures and video snippets. Or you can use the same pictures, but play around with different audio. The problem is the more you repeat, the lower the quality. Another advantage of this type of marketing video is that it's a faster way of creating videos than custom shot footage. Finally, you can easily enhance the quality of these videos by hiring professional voiceover artists from places like Fiverr or buying high-quality video snippets. Disadvantages. While you can crank these out on a fully automated basis, if you want to build a solid brand with your videos, you better do it manually. There are really no two ways about it. Also, if you're lazy, it's very tempting to just crank out videos on an automated basis. Basically, it rewards laziness with lots of low-quality videos. If the name of your game is just simply quantity over quality, this video can help you. One of the bigger disadvantages of this package is the fact that you're recycling the same pictures over and over. While you can technically switch pictures, if you're lazy, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Instead, you just recycle the same pictures with a different voiceover over and over again. Now, if you were to step in and try to do this manually, it can burn a lot of time. It also takes a lot of labor. Also, there are many packages out there. Many have different learning curves. Some are very intuitive. Basically, it's just lining up the right picture with the right part of the audio. It's very easy to edit. Others, you have to play around with the timestamp, and it can get quite confusing. Solutions or workarounds. If you're going to be using this type of video, I suggest that you use them for supplemental purposes only. You should also look for royalty-free video clips. There are quite a number of them available online. I would suggest that if you are serious about branding, you need to hire a voiceover artist. The good news is Fiverr offers a wide range of voiceover artists who can speak for different lengths of time depending on voice quality. So, of course, the higher the quality, the more you should pay.